Greetings, dear viewers. Welcome to Royal Telly. I'm your host, Chloe. Today, we're delving deep into the heart of the monarchy and unearthing the seismic ripples of what we're calling the Spencer effect. This intriguing phenomenon has the royal firmament absolutely unraveling, and it's as spellbinding as it is revealing. Let's kick things off with the tale of the wedding tiara. The Spencer family, a lineage that gifted us the unforgettable Princess Diana, offered Meghan Markle their very own Spencer tiara, the same one Diana wore as she stepped into the royal world. This was more than a mere gesture, it was a powerful statement. You are one of us. We got you. The reaction from the Windsors was nothing short of a panic attack. Suddenly, Meghan was only allowed a royal collection tiara. Suddenly, there were scheduling issues at the jewelry vault. Suddenly, Angela Kelly had opinions. But let's not be fooled, folks. This wasn't about protocol, it was a power move. The Spencers stepping in served as a potent reminder. You don't own Harry, you don't own Meghan, and you certainly don't own the legacy of Diana. And let's be crystal clear about this. It's not the tiara that terrifies them. It's the symbolism, the message, the loyalty. This is what truly shakes them to their core. Then we had Tatler daring to suggest that Princess Lilibet bears a striking resemblance to the Spencers. The result? Swift edits, disappearing headlines, a PR scramble that would make your head spin. Because the minute people start connecting the dots between Meghan, Diana, Archie, Lilibet, and the legacy of truth and strength from the Spencer line, it's a game changer. Remember this, you cannot fake loyalty, you cannot fake love, and you certainly cannot Photoshop over generational courage. This is the real royal crisis, and it isn't about protocol. So it wasn't about the tiara, it's about the symbolism, the message, and most importantly, the loyalty. Now let's talk about that infamous Tatler headline, shall we? Picture this. Tatler, a revered British magazine, dares to suggest that Princess Lilibet bears a striking resemblance to the Spencer family. Now you'd think this would be a cause for celebration, right? After all, Lilibet is descended from the Spencers through her beloved grandmother, Diana. But oh, how the royal PR teams panicked. You see, this wasn't just a casual observation, it was a statement that sent shockwaves through the palace. Suddenly, all traces of the headline vanished. It was as if Tatler had hit the panic button, and the palace was scrambling to contain the fallout. Why, you ask? Well, it's simple. The mere suggestion that Lilibet is a Spencer is a stark reminder of the bond that Harry and Meghan share with Diana's family. It's a bond that cannot be broken. A bond that cannot be erased. But more than that, it's a bond that threatens the very foundation of the monarchy. Because when people start connecting the dots, Meghan, Diana, Archie, Lilibet, they begin to see the legacy of strength and truth that flows from the Spencer line. And let's be clear, you cannot fake loyalty, you cannot fake love, and you certainly cannot Photoshop over generational courage. The reality is this, the Spencers have always been there for Harry and Meghan. They've shown up when it mattered, extended their love and support, and stood by their side. And in doing so, they've proven that the true measure of a royal family isn't determined by bloodlines or coronets, but by who shows up when it matters. The Spencer lineage isn't something that can be erased or ignored, and the palace is beginning to realize that. Because the Spencers aren't just a part of Harry and Meghan's story, they are a testament to Diana's enduring legacy. A legacy that continues to shine brightly, even in the face of adversity. But let's get real. It's not about Tatler headlines or tiaras. The real crisis here is one of legitimacy. The monarchy, traditionally a symbol of stability and tradition, is facing a seismic shift. And the Spencers, by simply standing with Harry, are revealing the cracks in the monarchy's facade. Let's consider some examples. Remember the Invictus Games? While the Windsors chose to ice Harry out, the Spencers showed up. They were there, in the crowd, cheering on the competitors and showing their support. And then there's Meghan. When the palace refused to meet her with kindness, the Spencers opened their arms. They welcomed her into their family, showing her the love and acceptance that she so desperately needed. And let's not forget about Harry. While courtiers whispered behind closed doors that Harry was lost, the Spencers said, "We know who he is." They stood by him through thick and thin, proving that family is about more than just blood. So what does this all mean? Well, it's simple. A real family is defined not by bloodlines or titles, but by who shows up when it matters. It's about who is there for you in your darkest hours, who stands by your side when the world seems against you. The Spencers have shown that they are a real family. They've shown up for Harry and Meghan time and time again, proving that their loyalty and love are unwavering. And the monarchy? They've shown their true colors. They've shown that they are more concerned with image and protocol than with the well-being of their own family members. So, the real crisis here? It's not about tiaras or headlines, it's about legitimacy. It's about who is truly deserving of respect and loyalty. And the Spencers, with their unwavering support for Harry and Meghan, are making it clear that the Windsors might not be the answer. A real family is defined not by bloodlines or titles, but by who shows up when it matters. And let's not forget the heart of this story, Princess Diana. Diana's legacy is not just a memory, it's a powerful force that continues to shape the monarchy, especially through her son Harry and grandchildren, Archie and Lilibet. Her spirit and her values live on in them, and it's clear to see that her influence hasn't faded. Now, the Spencers, Diana's family, are standing guard over that legacy. They're not just preserving it, they're nurturing it, allowing it to grow and evolve. They're ensuring that Diana's truth, her strength, and her unwavering commitment to authenticity continue to resonate in the world. The Spencers are more than just a family. They're gatekeepers of a legacy. When Diana married into the Windsors, she didn't lose her identity. She was a Spencer then, and she remains a Spencer now. And Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet, they're part of that legacy too, a part of that Spencer spirit. In the face of adversity, the Spencers didn't retreat, they stepped forward. They embraced Harry and Meghan, showing the world what true family means. They didn't just say the words, they lived them, extending their arms in support when it mattered the most. And let's be clear, Diana is present in this story every single day. Her spirit, her strength, her courage, it's all there, radiating from her son and her grandchildren. It's there in the actions of the Spencers who've shown loyalty, love, and an unyielding commitment to truth. The palace tried to erase Diana, but they failed. They couldn't snuff out her light. They couldn't erase her impact. They couldn't mute her voice. Diana's legacy didn't die with her. It lives on, vibrant and strong in Montecito, a world away from the palace walls. Her light now shines through her son, her grandchildren, and the family that never stopped fighting for her. It's a light that can't be dimmed, a legacy that can't be silenced. It's a beacon of truth, of strength, of authenticity. The palace tried to erase Diana, but they failed. Her light now lives on in Montecito, not the monarchy. So what does this all mean for the future of the monarchy? In our journey today, we've unraveled the Spencer effect and its impact on the monarchy. The Spencer family has shown that loyalty and love are not commodities to be bartered with, but are the bedrock of a true family. From offering Meghan the Spencer tiara as a symbol of acceptance, to standing by Harry when the Windsors turned their back on him, the Spencers have demonstrated the meaning of true kinship. We've also seen how the media, exemplified by Tatler's backtracking, is caught in a tussle between the established narrative of the monarchy and the undeniable influence of the Spencers. The power of the Spencer effect has been so potent that it has caused sudden edits and PR scrambles, indicative of the monarchy's uncomfortable squirming under the spotlight of truth. The legitimacy crisis faced by the monarchy is being intensified with every act of kindness and support shown by the Spencers. The real royal family, as we've discussed, is defined not by bloodlines or coronets, but by who shows up when it matters. And in this case, the Spencers have shown up for Harry and Meghan time and time again. And let's not forget the indomitable spirit of Diana that continues to live on every day, nurtured by her son, her grandchildren, and the family that never stopped fighting for her. The crown may have tried to dim Diana's spark, but her legacy shines brighter outside the palace walls, in the hearts of Meghan, Harry, and the Spencers. The Windsors, on the other hand, are left managing scandals, scrambling headlines, and begging for relevance. The real legacy of the royal family now lives in Montecito, not in the monarchy. Thank you for joining us today on Royal Telly. I'm Chloe, and it's been a pleasure sharing this journey with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful videos.